Hey there Taurus, welcome to your August 2025 Intuitive Tarot reading. Really looking forward to this tune in for you. Now, if you are a regular, welcome back Taurus. Great to have you call in for another reading. And if you are a newbie, welcome. My name is Bronya. I'm an Intuitive Tarot reader and I'm really looking forward to bringing you through this message. If you do enjoy it, please do like, share, comment. Most importantly, hit subscribe. Keeps the readings flowing and the channel growing and helps me connect with your energy. Drop me a comment, let me know where you're tuning in from. You know I love to hear. Okay, I went back through your 2025 tarot reading that we dropped here on the channel for you late last year, Taurus, and I pulled out your August energies, of which we've got double court cards, which are the people cards in the tarot. We've got Queen of Wands. No, we've got the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles here. Somewhere in between, maybe. Okay, so we have these energies. Now, it's interesting that the Leo energy of the King of Wands is coming through because we are in Leo season, and we have Lionsgate this Friday. I mean, I'm reading this on the 4th of August. This Friday, we have a very auspicious date for manifestation where the veil is thin, meaning that the energy or the kind of the realms are close to each other right now in terms of the spiritual realm and the earthly realm. There is a communication that you can make with your angels and help and assistance that can come in. So that might be pivotal. Friday could be pivotal. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is often to do with what we're growing, right? That we've been focusing on. Often work, career, money, or sometimes around like home as well. So I think that there is something here, a vision taking form. And I actually took a peek back at the reading the yearly reading, and it did mention that maybe something from like first quarter, like between March and May, that maybe you started then, or you started thinking about or manifesting. That's what's coming into fruition now. So there could be like a milestone reached around Lionsgate. Okay, let's get you an oracle card, and then we'll pull the spread and see what comes through. Okay, we have, oh, luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Wow. Okay, so we have this energy of a lucky strike, right? Something lucky happening, something coming into fruition. So we have Leo, we have the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. It could stand for you. It's earth sign energy here. And Sagittarius. So you might be dealing with one of those signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or have a significant placement there. Okay, beautiful energy. Let's draw the rest of the cards. I'll see you back here in just a moment. There's always more to the story, isn't there, Taurus? I mean, and here we have it. We have the full spread for you, and we have some very powerful energies. We've got the Tower, we've got the Sun, that big head of Leo energy, and the trump of all the tarot in terms of positive cards. And we have the Hierophant. That's your major arcana coming through. 8 to the 9 of Cups as well. So really, really big, potent energies. Let's start in this situation. We've got 8 of Cups in the Tower. It's interesting because I usually read this particular Tower as a situation here where, look, we've got lightning coming down on this tower, but it doesn't fall. So you might have faced a situation that had an intensity to it, but it's almost like you're mitigating that. You're picking up what the universe is putting down. Your tower is not going to fall here. It does seem to be associated with some kind of journey, moving on, moving towards something, or maybe leaving someone or something behind. The 8 of Cups, I always say, it's this energy of continuing the journey until we collect all of the missing pieces. We want to get to the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups, because the 9 of Cups, which appears in your reading, is known as the earthly wish fulfillment card, and the 10 of Cups is our best life energy that comes from that point. So I feel that with the 9 of Cups and the Sun being in the challenge position, it's like you're trying to make some kind of decision whether or not to move on from something or move towards the new here. Now, you're being told that luck is on your side. And I actually feel that for many of you, you've wanted this forward movement. Like I said in the reading, it traced back to March to May. Like maybe something happened there. Maybe you knew that there was going to be a structural change in a life area. Like could it be in work career there were changes and you've been looking for a job, and the Hierophant can be a new contract. Could it be the month that lands? Sometimes the Tower talks about our physical home place of residence, especially when adjacent to the Queen of Pentacles. So maybe you knew that you needed to like move on from a rental, or that you've been trying to purchase a home, something like that. I mean, these are big transitions. Luck is on your side. Remember, the Hierophant can be a significant contract signing, something that levels up your life in some way and brings you to power. And coming back to that King of Wands as well, because this is a visionary energy. So maybe you have had a vision in mind and you've been trying to manifest it. And it might be that August is that month that it comes into physicality, all right? In the Tower, the circumstances around this change could have been out of your control with the Tower. Like I said, it really can talk about unforeseen structural changes that maybe you've had to respond to in some way. But I feel that this can actually redirect you to the Nine of Cups, where you find those missing pieces and the sun comes out, right? As a metaphor for a bright path, a bright future, overcoming the obstacle that was put in front of you towards a rebirth. The advice is the Two of Pentacles with the Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands is often a waiting energy, like waiting for some kind of outcome, waiting for some kind of answer. I mean, generally it's shown as someone who's like waiting at the edge of shore for their ships to come in, right? And we can see them on the horizon in the Rider-Waite version of this card, but they haven't pulled up right up to shore yet. So it's like you're waiting for some kind of outcome, waiting for your precious cargo, all right? I'm just noticing that, of course, we've got the ships here that are on these like high seas. So maybe you're sort of thinking like, is that opportunity going to come to fruition, or is it going to capsize the Tower before it makes it? Something like that. So you're feeling in limbo, you're feeling unsteady about whether this is going to happen. And I'm looking to the Knight of Swords when I say this, and the outcome is maybe things are not moving fast enough maybe by your expectations, or maybe you do actually have some kind of deadline around this, like having to move out of a place or needing that job by a certain date, because things are getting tight. I feel an energy of the emotional high waters here, and you waiting because there's no going back. That's what I feel. It's only going forward. Like Six of Swords, Eight of Cups is only forward movement. And maybe, we do see the Knight of Swords facing this way. Like there might be fear of like, well, what if I take a massive step backwards? That maybe Five of Wands, why there is these conflicted feelings. But the Five of Wands in the outcome is also that energy where I feel like it's going to seem a bit unproductive, and then it's going to shift fast, like almost like the strike of the arrow here. So the Five of Wands can be, well, look, I've been doing everything within my power, within my center of control, but I haven't seen change yet, because Five of Wands can be unproductive energy. But when it shifts, it does shift fast, but maybe you haven't sort of seen the trail of breadcrumbs, right? And you've been sort of left hanging around, well, I just don't know. I mean, I've been putting all my focus in this, but where are my outcomes? I do love the Hierophant and the Six of Swords in the outcome for you, because the Six of Swords is moving onto new shores. Like, it's funny that we talked about the ship coming in, right? We talked about the ships coming in and that they were on the horizon and that somebody is waiting. And then in the traditional version of the Six of Swords, we actually see the people get in the boat, and they're the ones that are actually crossing to get to the other side. So there's maybe there's a bit of a message here of like you not waiting, but maybe being active in the process, maybe you moving towards something or following it up or communicating in some way. But I'm also seeing that as progress from the shore to in the boat. And then the Hierophant is the ultimate outcome, where it's almost like we come, we come to this kind of gatekeeper. Like I'm seeing that like kind of like those initiations where, you watch those films and we've got the, you know, the explorers that are out and they land on a new land, and then we have all the tribal people that, you know, are like, well, you can't come and take our land, and we have to make peace, and we have to, there's peace offering and there's bartering. So it's almost like you come in front of the Hierophant, who is the gatekeeper of this new land, this new opportunity, and it's almost like we have to, it's not proving it, that's the wrong word, but there could be a hoop to jump through, right? Do you need to, is it like the last stage of something where you've got to show financial proof, or the last stage of like a work career application, and it comes down to character references, or it comes down to a last case study or a last piece of evidence that you show? And that this is the key to unlocking the future and not going backwards. But we're being told here that luck is on your side. So I feel like that's the case. And you know, because when you come in front of this authority, or whatever the Hierophant represents for you, you know, you've already gotten in the boat and you've sailed over to that island, and there's no going back. That's how I feel. It's like, I can't turn around and go back now. Like, I only was allowed to use this boat for one crossing. Or maybe where you've come from, that land, you couldn't exist there anymore. This is all metaphorical, of course. So the Hierophant says, no, like, I have to pass this test. I have to know the secret code to be let through the door. What is the secret code? The secret code is something that you're going to be asked for. You know, it's almost like an interview process or an application process, or the last key, the last piece. But I just get the feeling that you are going to pass through, albeit it feels like into the unknown. So we talked about a new commitment, new contract, something about it that feels like, I haven't been here before, I haven't done this before. This is your next level that you are being initiated into, hence the King and Queen energy. Right, I'm rising to King energy, to Queen energy, and it's almost like your initiation to step across the gate, like your what are the ceremonies called? Like when somebody gets you know, takes the throne, like or like the president's inauguration. I don't even kind of say that word, it's embarrassing. We don't have president here, you know, I was in part of the Commonwealth, so that's my excuse for not really knowing that word. So yeah, something like that. I hope that makes sense for who it resonates with. But Taurus, luck is on your side. You have an opportunity to move towards the Nine of Cups, and it feels like this is something that you have really wanted, that you've been manifesting, and that you will be proud, very, very proud, when it lands. And as I mentioned, there's something seeding back to earlier in the year. So this could be like the last milestone, or that you've been through a series of milestones, and now you actually, you know, you come up against the final quest, the final gate of the challenge, the final, yeah, look at this, the final gate is represented by this kind of monument here, and inside there is some kind of treasure. That's what I feel. Keep going. Luck is on your side. This is a bit cryptic, but I'm really intrigued to learn in the comments how this might be playing out for you, Taurus. So I'm going to leave it here. If you'd like to follow up with a personal reading or healing, they are available. I will drop a link to my website down below, and my socials, Instagram and TikTok. I'm really interactive and active over there as well. And of course, I will be back here for the weekly readings. Do your manifestations for Lionsgate this Friday. I know that I will be, and I'm sending you so much love and magic. Do take care, Taurus. Bye for now.